So Casper, second year here at the Rhinos. Just talk to me about what's different coming into 2024 for yourself than maybe when you first came in 2023.
Obviously it's difficult when you come into a new environment for your first time like last year. Getting to know all the staff, getting to know the players, and it takes time to actually be familiar with that. Obviously 14, 15 months further down the line now, so a lot different. Familiar with staff, players, and Leeds actually feels like my club now. I've been in team environments all my life, since probably being 16 years of age, but the main thing last year was, as a new set of coaches coming in, it was quite difficult to actually, I'm not going to say demand, but you can't just command that you become a successful team. That's built over trust and time, and I think obviously 15 months into the job now, we've really focused on our discipline, our standards, and what playing for Leeds Rhinos looks and feels like. I think we're always looking to develop both coaches and players, and I think if we look back last year, some of the results weren't the best, but if we look at, there were reasons behind that regarding the new tackle laws and things like that. But as regards developing, we had a bunch of players that really developed a rapid speed, if I'm being honest, and looking for them to kick on again this season as well. I think the best thing about coaching is actually seeing young players develop. I think it becomes a passion rather than a job, and you see people develop in different ways, not just rugby ways, but also off the field as well. So it's really a lot of job satisfaction within that, and look forward to coming to work every day to do that. And
obviously bouncing into 2024 now, how have you found the new guys coming in, being such a big cohort of new players coming in alongside those lads that you had last year? Is it quite nice having and seeing those guys develop for the first time? It is, because it's the first time you've got your hands on them players, and it's like everybody, as I've said, everybody develops at a different rate. But this new cohort of players that have come in are top quality. Obviously they've still got a long way to go, but that's my job and the coaches' jobs to make sure we can progress them as soon as possible. We don't want them to push them too quick, but obviously I've seen a lot of them play, well, every one of them play last year in scholarship. Obviously keep in touch with Butts regarding strengths and weaknesses, so every player that comes from scholarship to academy has got a development plan already that's available for you to see, so it weren't really a shock on what quality they were. It was just a matter of, let's see how we can get these to the next level. Is that a real beauty about being at Leeds, and maybe it's something that coming into year two actually maybe found a bit more interesting, that just how connected the whole coaching staff is, starting with Rowan right at the top and then going right down through the year groups, through yourself, through Butts, that really you guys are all really connected. Is that something that's quite unique for our club and unique for all our coaching staff altogether? I think if you look at all the successful clubs that have produced their own players, they tend to run it properly, and that's what they've got here at the Rhinos. So from a support mechanism point of view, it's massive, whether that's coaches, whether that's support staff, whatever it is, it's there for them young lads to help them develop. And what sort of aims have you set for this year? How have you found sort of pre-seasons gone in terms as plans sort of changed with how you've approached this year, or has it gone as planned? No, it's been good. I think pre-season, I think we're into his 15th week now, and I think as you realise as you get older that time flies by, and it's like before we know it we're into his first game next week. So the most exciting part about pre-season is that first week, getting to know new people, building relationships, and it's an ongoing thing. So we're in a good spot at the moment. Still a long way to go for a lot of our young lads, but we're in a good spot at the moment. I will single out Fergus McCormack from last year, because obviously I worked with him all last year, and then he's dipped his toe into the Super League environment this year, and he's one that really stands out, that's developing really quick. As for the first year players, there's a lot of them that are really, really good players, but it's really important that we don't put too much pressure on them regarding he's going to be this, he's going to be that, and we haven't seen him play many games in the academy. It's a different environment to scholarship, so it's about developing physically and mentally on what it takes to be a rugby player. I think it's important as a coach you keep developing as well. So whatever that is, it's about whether it's learning new methods, whether it's about learning different things, your approach to the game. Just because you're a certain age, it doesn't mean there's one size fits all. And as a coach, you're forever learning and looking to pick up little ideas. Rowan's great in passing information on to the younger coaches as well. So that's really good. So as regards goals, yeah, I've got goals, but I'll keep them to myself. And I've, like I say, a week out until reserves. That's another mixture, but actually took a big step looking at the players that were playing in that programme last year, and the way that we attacked those games. Are you hoping for more of the same this year, and a bit of an unknown, I guess, against Lee?
I think that's what's exciting about the reserves and the academies. It's different from one week to next. You're dealing with a totally different team. Makeup of players is different. So I love coaching academy. I love coaching reserves, and it's just exciting, and it keeps you feeling young.
And academy is another week down the line, on the 14th against St Helens. No bigger opponent, I guess, to start the season with, but no bigger opponent than you probably want to test what you've been putting into work on the training ground against.
Yeah, you can only train for so long, and then you're ready for a game. And I feel that we're ready for a game now. The first game is against St Helens, so a massive challenge for us there. But you know what, it'd be nice to win that game. But winning, it's not all about winning. It's not the be all and end all. It's about developing and improving these young guys.